Hello, hello, hello. Greetings and salutations to you people of the interwebs. So, we're here again. It's the end of February, so this is the subscriber show for February 2019. Right, there's no easy way to address this, but at this moment in time, my channel is dying. It's um, it's not what it used to be. Uh, Views are at an all-time low. Not that I'm that concerned about that, but what I am having a downer about is interaction is at an all-time low, and that was really this. That's really the thing that keeps people with smaller YouTube channels going. And unfortunately, it's just got to a stage where there's only a couple of people really commenting on videos. And I am grateful to all that have. This is not a go at anyone in particular. It's just, obviously, my channel has had a long lifespan, and there's many people who used to be interacting with this that just don't go on YouTube anymore. People move on, and that's kind of the thing. And while I've picked up new subscribers, there's not really a lot of people who retain that information. Also, in myself, I think the Transformer of the Week is getting stagnant. I'm not the best reviewer in the world. It's becoming a review thing. It's becoming about trying to get toys first before everyone else. And that's just not me. It's become stagnant. And so, obviously, there's not been as many lately as there was. It's not certainly not been weekly as it used to be. The rhythmic pound of these videos coming out, and I was finding that I was trying to more and more trying to buy figures before get them before anyone else, and it's kind of a stress to sort of like when you see that something's been dispatched by one company, hasn't been dispatched by another company, and you're kind of like, oh no, I'm not going to get it, before it no longer becomes relevant to look at that figure. And I'm just getting out of that game really. Now, Transformer of the Week is going to end. That's what we're going to say in this subscriber show right now. Transformer of the Week is going to come to an end. But I'd rather it not be in a whimper. It's going to go out as trying to go back to classic silliness of Transformer of the Week. There's several figures, quite a few figures that I've always wanted to look at in this kind of format that I will look at. I reckon we've got about 2 months, 2.5 months tops of figures to look at in a little silly way. And then when that's over, it's over. But we want to go out on a bang, not a whimper. And for those of you watching, if you don't want spoilers, cover your ears. The last figure, the last Transformer of the Week, this has always been my end game. This has always been the figure that I've always said, if I had to end the Transformer of the Week, the hand movements, it'd be this figure. And that is Beast Wars Heinrad. So once you see a Transformer of the Week video uploaded, the Beast Wars Heinrad, you know that's the last one. So maybe you should savor it if you're into that. But I'm not putting a big ego. Just do what you like. But yeah, Heinrad will be the final one. And look for that in about a month and a half, 2 months, 2.5 months. In the meantime, we're going to look at lots of little figures and stuff that I've never really got round to doing, that I've always wanted to do. And it's going to be fun. That's the main thing. It's going to be fun. And then that's going to be over. So the subscriber show, which you may or may not be watching now, which I thought was a cool idea to get people interacting with my channel. The January one, we had a couple of people drop in while it was being recorded, but after the fact, not a single comment left. So it looks like this is a bad idea. So prove me wrong on this one or not, then we may just knock this on the head as well. That's not to say I'm going to be stopping making content. I'm still going to be making content. I'm not really going to go into what that will be, because I believe that as soon as you start promising what videos you're going to be making on a YouTube channel is a guaranteed way to stop you from ever making them. So that's just the way it is. Every dog has its day. The Transform of the Week's day is done. The subscriber show might just be something that's just failed to land. So we'll just move on and just do whatever comes next. And any challenges or videos you'd like to see, just let me know. And I'm always happy to have a comeback or a follow up or a response to some of the people's videos or questions. I'm always eager to do that, because like I say, the thing that keeps me making videos is the interaction. And when that's not there, then it's going to go away. Let's go on to onward and upwards to happier things, shall we? So there's been quite a few toy shows this month. There's Wonderfest and New York Toy Show to be more precise. What am I talking about? Words no good for me, right? I bet you didn't know I was that small, did you? This is a standard glass. It comes in pints, Pippin! New York Toy Show and Wonderfest. So Wonderfest, I think the main thing that I think is got to be Masterpiece Black Arachnia. Really? They're making that? Oh, that is absolutely amazing. I love the idea. I love the character of Black Arachnia. I think he's one of the standout characters from Beast Wars, which is one of the standout written Transformer shows. So I'm going to be looking forward to getting her. But it's kind of, how does that affect my toy buying? Because at the moment I've skipped on Cheetor, and I'm planning on skipping on Masterpiece Beast Wars Megatron. Cheetor, I don't like the character. I don't want to own it. But it's a lot of money to pay for a character you don't like. Megatron, I want the Transmetal version. I want a Masterpiece Transmetal Megatron. Inline skating T-Rex with VTOL jets. And I think that for me is the epitome of the character in the show. That is when the character was at his best, at his peak, was in that body. So if I wanted a Beast Wars Masterpiece Megatron, I'd want the Transmetal version. So paying around £200 for a figure that would essentially be a placeholder in my collection, because my house is not big enough for two Masterpiece Megatrons. £200 for a placeholder figure is far too much. I don't think for what you're paying for the figure, I don't think it is pricey, but I think you're going to get what you pay for. But it's something that will just be a placeholder until hopefully someone somewhere makes a Transmetal MP Transmetal Megatron. It's too much for that. But not for, if that is the character that you really want, then he's not too much. You'll get your money's worth. It'll be pricey, but you'll get your money's worth. So yeah. But they're bringing out Black Arachnia now. I never thought they'd go this deep into Beast Wars, Masterpiece Beast Wars. So it means they'll buy others. Because I'd buy a Rhinox and I'd buy a Rat Trap, and then I'd have Primal, Rat Trap, Rhinox and Black Arachnia. And I'd be like, well, I've not got Cheetor. I've not got Megatron. And so when they start bringing out the other Predacons, I'd buy other Predacons. I'd buy Pterosaur, Waspinator, Tarantulas. So then I'd feel silly for not having the Beast Wars Megatron. You know what I mean? It's a challenge of the strategy, but I don't have room for all those, really. But I'd certainly like to own them in some capacity. But yeah, that was the big one for me. There was a new masterpiece Bumblebee. Cartoon accurate at front, party at the back. Not really into the G1 cartoon accuracy. I was just praising the cartoon accuracy of the Beast Wars figures, but the G1 cartoon accuracy I'm not really into. Yeah, so that, and the Hound was shown off in a earlier prototype than the last time it was shown off. But yeah, I'm quite happy with my toy coloured variant of Gundog. So not really that excited about a masterpiece Hound again because they're going to be going for the more cartoon accurate stuff. And I'm not sure. So Siege, both at Wonderfest and at New York Toy Fair. The Siege line really does it for me. Again, it's just, I like how the slight tweaks. Yeah, again, it is very cartoon accurate in ways, but there's also, it's got a little bit of flavour, a little bit, not too much to annoy people, but a little bit of flavour to it that I like. So we're finally getting an Impactor that's his very own mould, and he looks alright. He's got some gaps in his legs, which seems to be something they've been moving away from that line, but the gaps in the legs are so it can be a slightly larger deluxe figure than the other Voyagers deluxes, then fair enough. I'll be getting it. Mirage also looks quite cool. People find Mirage boring, but I never owned him as a child, and I do quite like him. I quite like that little F1 car. I don't know why people find how people can go say a Transformer that turns into an F1 car is a little bit boring. It baffles the mind. And what else did they show? Jetfire. That looks mighty. That looks a mighty figure. Again, like he's just stepped out of the cartoon. I love the fact that he's got hands that you can open them up, but when you close them, an actual spring pops up, so we can actually hold 5mm ports. I think that is a really cool piece of engineering. There's some really cool bits of engineering hidden away in that figure. So yeah, I think Jetfire is going to be a really good figure. I'm quite happy with my Iron Factory Side GNU, to be honest with you. But yeah, again, figure like that is a bit too big for what I want, which is going to contradict what I'm going to say next, which is Omega Supreme. I think might be the first big Titan guy that I'm going to get. I own Devastator. I bought Devastator, but I ended up selling him on. So I think in terms of big Titan, but he was a combiner. So in terms of big city bots that are doing in this Titan range, I think Omega Supreme is the first one I'm going to buy. There's something about that, and I don't even really like the character that much, but I just like what I'm seeing. I like what I'm seeing from this Siege line. So yeah, I think Thundercracker looks okay, but yeah, the Siege line is pretty much been very successful. Now, some of you may remember I can't even remember if it was called the Subscriber Show at the time, or if it was called something else, but a while ago we had I did a live thing like this when the Cyberverse figures were first shown off, and I was damning them and saying that they were a complete insult to the Transformers franchise. I still think that the first couple of waves of Cyberverse figures, nothing's changed my mind, but from what they've been showing off at Toy Fair, these are figures that, while I know they aren't aimed at me in any way, shape or form, but I can get behind and support and think they are being good for the franchise that I love, for the age classification at which they're aimed for, which is all I ask for, really. I don't need to buy these things. I don't need to own these things. I like Transformers, and I want other people to like Transformers, and I think for what they are, the later stuff from the Cyberverse seem to be showing off is like leaps and bounds ahead of what they were showing off last year. And so it just looks better quality all around. So yeah, I'm quite happy with some of these figures that are coming out. It's going to be a fun time owning some Siege stuff. There's some third party things that we're not going to get into here because they're being mentioned all around the place, and we're really just concentrating on Toy Fair and Wonderfest. Toy Fair, NECA, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Bebop and Rocksteady. They look amazing. They look beautiful. So I think they're also, I like Bebop and Rocksteady. Okay, so we're going to throw out a question. And this question I'll throw out on anyone now, from now to whenever the next time around, Q&A videos. If they're asking for Q&As, questions and answers, this is the question I'm going to be asking. If there was another toy-based franchise, you could answer this in the comments below. If there was another toy-based franchise convention in the UK, what would you like it to be that would make you attend? So there's another toy-based franchise in the UK convention. This question, I'll word it better when I actually post it to people's question and answer things, because I am wording it like an idiot. If there was a convention, it doesn't necessarily have to be in the UK, because I mean, if there was a convention for another toy-based franchise, what franchise would you like it to be that would make you attend? If you could attend another convention based on a toy franchise, what toy franchise would you like it to be? That's the question. Hit me up below. Any comments about what I've said in these last almost 20 minutes will be appreciated. And remember, like, comment and subscribe. That's the way you can tell YouTube that I am not a robot. I might be somewhere in here. And not just me, but anyone else you enjoy the YouTube videos of, like and comment on their videos as well, because that's what keeps us going. The comments, in particular, is what keeps us going. So, at the moment, my spoons are empty of that. But onwards and upwards, we're going to change things around, and hopefully, tomorrow will be a brighter day. Until then, be excellent to each other. Party on, dudes, and because you deserve it, let's fist bump, shall we? Here we go.